Man, welcome back to For Nostalgic Reasons. Once again, shout out to my new camera angle, man. Listen, we got another camera angle up in this joint. Shout out to me for making the logo. I know I'm not the best artist in the world. Please don't judge me. I'm trying to work out some different logos. So if anyone else that knows how to draw, because I definitely don't know how to draw. I'm actually not that good at drawing. If anyone knows how to draw, hit me up. I could use a different logo. But for right now, this is what we're using. So this is what we're using, and don't chop it, because that took me like 45 minutes. All right, it's like let me stop. But listen, for today, man, I just want to make this video about basically. I've been thinking about a lot about how there's a lot of artists and stuff that I love that I listen to, like um, if not daily, weekly, that aren't here anymore, and it bothers me because at the end you just gotta like at the end of your like listen to their songs or whatever, or you're done listening having like that listening session or whatever, you just gotta think like, damn, like they're not here anymore. It just sucks that like I mean, yeah, they left behind this great music and this that and the other, but it's like they're not alive here making more, or even as simple as just not living their lives. Like they're just even like I wish there's a bunch of artists that I wish like I could hear them speak about what's going on nowadays, or like just hear them talk about like just what's going on nowadays, or whatever movies they're gonna they could have came out with, or whatever. I wish that their lives didn't have to end um, you know, when they did, but it is what it is. It's just the fact that we got to get over and whatever. But for this particular video, I want to show appreciation. Um, for everything that they've brought into my life personally. Um, and for this one, came up with a creative concept. So, with all that being said, I've wanted to make a Heavenly Production Company. What is that? Well, once again, the concept of the production company would be all the artists that have moved on to the other side, man. So if I could take a whole bunch of artists that have passed away and put them all on a label, this is how I would run the label. This is what I would. This is video is going to be about. What I would use them for, what collaborations I would love for them to make with each other, the contributions that they've made to the game, music, and just R&B, rap, whatever. Um, and I just want to show appreciation to them, and RIP, rest in fucking paradise to all of these artists. Um, we're just doing 12 artists today. Um, these are the 12. Some of these choices might be, of course you want to pick this person, or of course you want to pick. Listen, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? But this is how we're gonna get this joint started and cracking. So for my number one artist that I would sign straight off the bat, first signee, contract in hand, no questions asked, whatever it is, the GOAT, the GOAT, Tupac Shakur, man. Tupac would definitely, for sure, be my number one overall pick, my number one signee. He's the first person. If I can make a trip to heaven without checking out or whatever, if I can make a trip to heaven, like, yo, can I get you to sign this contract and be on my production company? This man, the GOAT, man. Now, things I would want to use them for, if we're gonna the terms of the contract will probably be, I want um number one, I want you to collaborate with other artists that are going to be on the label that are going to be named, or that will be revealed later. Number two, I would love to write, if we can come together and write some scripts or whatever and make some movies. I would love for you to do that. I love the movie, all of his movies, man. Like when it comes to Juice, when it comes to Above the Rim, when it comes to Poetic Justice, Gridlock, that a lot of people sleep on. What's the other movie? It's blanking on me. It's blanking on me. But a movie when he's playing a cop. Listen, I love all those movies, man. I'm one of the biggest Tupac Shakur fans that you will ever see. I put them on my IG story damn near daily, from different pictures or quotes or whatever. That like I have his movies. Listen, man. I'm one of the biggest fans of this man. This man's changed my life. Um, just his whole entire life story is just so interesting to me. I go back all the time and watch his interviews, just to listen to what he had to say. To me, like for me, he's the greatest of all time, and it's the fact that if you really think about it, if you really dissect this man's career, he only had what a 5 to 6 year run from like 91 to 96. So it's like he wasn't here for that long like length of time, and he made such an impact. At 25, I'm at the age where I'm older than what he was when he passed away. I'm 25 too, but I'm like 25. His birthday was in June. I think he was like 25 in like what 3 months or whatever, like June, July, August, September. So he was like 25 in like 4 months. Um, I'm a little bit older than what he is or what he was when he passed away, and it's just such an it's just oh man, it's just messed up thinking about it, man. It's like it's my favorite human being ever to exist. Honestly, this is my guy. But like I said, if I can go up there and be like, "Yo, man, don't you sign? Like, let's make some movies, dog. Let's collaborate with a couple of your other label mates, and we'll see what's popping." For the second artist that I'm picking, this one might be you know, I'm not gonna rank him, but he's another one of my favorite artists of all time. Um, Once again, he's done so much at a very, 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 very young age of 21. My guy, Juice World, man. My man Juice, man. Um, I'm mad that like I'm mad that I wasn't more of a fan when he was alive. Um, when he was really only in the game for like a year and a half. He wasn't even here that long, and he made such an impact, man. He was gonna go down as an icon. He's gonna go down as like a legend at the end of the day. That's just what he's gonna go down as. Um, when he was alive, I think I've only heard like 5 songs from him. I heard Lucid Dreams, of course. I heard All Girls Are the Same. I heard the EP when he came out with Legend song when he's talking about X and Peep. I heard Rich and Blind, and I heard Bandit. It was the only 5 songs I've heard from him, and the whole thing I didn't like. I heard Fine China too. I heard Fine China, but I'm not the biggest Future fan. And the album title that he came out with him and Future, The World on Drugs. When I first saw that, I was like, bro, I'm not trying to listen to this. Like, I'm not trying to listen to you talk about drugs and stuff like that. But going back and actually like becoming a fan, unfortunately, after he passed away, this man was just so much more than he talked about so much more than his drug use, and that's just what was relative to him. Um, it was like he was just rapping about what he was going through at the time. Unfortunately, it was drugs and whatever, but it wasn't like he was glorifying it. Like, yo, you should do like. Actually, I can't even say that because he definitely wasn't. He was just, I mean, in his earlier career and stuff, he was like, that's just what he was into, man. That's just what he was into, and he was authentic to him at the end of the day. And I can appreciate you being authentic to yourself. Um, in the beginning, when he started rapping, he definitely was like telling people like, "Yo, like, pop this with me, pop that with me, da 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 da." But towards the end of his life, man, he was like, he recognized that it was an issue, um, and you could see that it was causing like he just wanted to numb all the feelings um, that he had going on. He'd been through a lot of things in his life, and he was just taking drugs, unfortunately, to numb all of that. And I can relate to that. Not that I take drugs or anything, but I can relate to like trying to find an escape from the daily struggles of whatever you're going through, the emotions of what you're going through, or whatever it is that you were going through at the time. I can relate to that, and like I said, I love authentic people, and he was one of the most authentic people ever, man. For Juice, man, if I can go up to heaven, I would be like, yo, like he's a cheat code. If we're being honest, he's a cheat code. Um, if like Bibby, shout out to Bibby, man. He knew what he was doing when he signed him. Um, he's just a cheat code. Whatever genre of music you want to equate it to, he can make rap, he can make rock and roll, he can make alternative or whatever. I'm not sure if that's the same nowadays, but rock and roll or alternative or whatever we're gonna call it. Any type of genre of music, this man had the ability to make, and it sounded great, great. Like I haven't heard I haven't heard a Juice WRLD track like that's trash. I've never said that about a Juice WRLD track. Um, His ability, like, come on, man, he's one of the best freestyles to ever do it at the age of 21. Not in barely 21. It's not like he was like about to turn 22. He just turned 21. So like he was only 21 for like a couple days, like not even a week. I think he died a week later after his birthday. So like at the age of pretty much 19 and 20, he made an impact in that short amount of time. This man made a colossal impact, man. And every single time I'm done listening to a Juice WRLD track, I'm just like, oh my god, like I just get mad. I'm like, bro, like, can you imagine? Like, can you even imagine if he lived in the pandemic? Like, if he died in 2019, if he was in 2020, he'd have been in the. I mean, I would like to think that he would be sitting in quarantine making hits, man, playing stuff on IG Live during quarantine. The whole entire, like, bro, he'd have been coming out with bangers, man. It's just like, god damn, like it's just watching his music videos that come out, that are still coming out now. It's just like at the end of every song, at the end of every single music video, I'm just like, it just sucks, yo. Like I'm at the point now where I'm just like trying to. I've pretty much seen everything he's put out, or pretty much not. I've seen every music video he's put out. They're still coming out with music. There's still a whole bunch of unreleased music and stuff like that that's still coming out and all that. But from the music video side, I've pretty much seen all of his music videos. I've seen all of his interviews. I've seen the documentary that just came out. And it's just like I want to see more like new content and stuff like that. But it's like he's not here anymore. It's just unfortunate. But rest in paradise, my man Juice, man. Listen, all these people are dearly missed. All these people are dearly missed. And I just appreciate your contribution to music, man. It's unfortunate, but moving on. The third signee, man, I gotta go with the GOAT, the greatest to ever touch the stage, to ever perform, to ever whatever you want to say, man. The greatest of all time. No one will ever make the impact this man has made. Michael freaking Jackson, my guy. Michael Jackson, man. Now, if I can go up there and listen, I will go up to all these people, all these artists. I'll go up to them humbly. I would go up, be like, yo, I'm trying to start this production company with all these talented people that you guys got up here. Humbly, would you would you want to sign to this record label, this production company, and make amazing content? Come on, man. What can I say more about Mike Jack, man? This man, like, when it comes to off the wall, Thriller, Bad, Dangerous. Come on now, History. Come on now, come on now. And one thing that I mean, understand. Michael Jackson was 50 when he passed away. I know exactly what I was doing to this day. When I first heard that he passed away, I was actually up in Boston playing tennis with my mom, and when we got into the car or whatever, they were just playing like a whole bunch of Michael Jackson songs. We were like, okay, it's not. I was like, it's not his birthday. I was like, in the world, back in '09. I was like, it's not his birthday. I was like, why are they playing all these? Like, I remember just saying that. I was like, why is he playing all these Michael Jackson songs? And they said the news over the radio. Michael Jackson has passed away at the age of 50. He went to cardiac arrest earlier in the day, and I didn't even know he was on tour for his This Is It tour. I didn't even know nothing about that at the time. He was he was preparing for his London tour. But listen, man, Mike Jack, man, one of my favorite songs. I wish he made more music in the 2000s era, because "You Rock My World" is one of my favorite Michael Jackson tracks. I wish that he was still making music and stuff like that, and I understand that he was going through the things that he was going through at the time when people tried to make this man into a pedophile, which is insane. Um, to this day, no one's found the evidence saying that he was a pedophile. Like when they were going through that whole entire thing, they were trying to like, they got the wood chippers outside. They tried to this day they was trying to say that like he was a pedophile and he messed with little kids and stuff. During all those investigations, there was no, you know, there was no evidence or whatsoever that he did any of those things that he was accused of. So they tried to tarnish his reputation at the end of his life, and this world is so greasy, man. This world is so like it's just I don't even want to talk about that anymore. But I'm positive, man. Michael Jackson, man. I would love for him to. I would want in my contract. I would want him to, of course, make more music. But I would be trying to book as many live performances as I possibly could, because he's the best to ever do it, man. He's literally the best to ever do it. Come on, the moonwalk. Come on, man. His dance moves are second to none. Second to none, man. He's inspired a whole entire generation. Not even a generation, multiple generations. Not just one, not just two. Come on, man. There's multiple generations since this man's been alive that he's impacted. He was like, he was 50 years old and he was doing it since what he had like a 44-year career. He was doing it since the age of what, 5, 6, something like that. Come on, man. He's had that long, and he's every single like inkling of his life. It was his trajectory just kept going up musically, just kept going up. He kept getting better, kept getting better, kept getting better. So come on, man. What more can I say about this man? I would humbly ask that man, listen, I'd be honored for you to be a part of this production company and see what we're doing over here at Heavenly Productions. And come on, man. Just trust me. Shout out to MJ, man. But as my fourth artist, I gotta go with my guy, Speaker Knockers, man. Speaker Knockers, man. To be honest, with this artist, I didn't even know what he looked like for the longest time. I'm not gonna hold you. I just remember hearing songs from him. Like before, I'm not even sure exactly when he passed away. I think it was like 2012, if I'm not mistaken, 2011, 2012, something like that. But every single song I heard was just a banger. Like every single song, like Lonely. Come on, man, what are we talking about? Lonely, the Rico stories, like every single song I've heard from Speaker Knockers, it was just a hit to me. I didn't hear a bad song from him. Unfortunately, he passed away way too early. If I would go up to him, I would talk to him, be like, yo, like for your part in this record label, I just need you to do rap, make of course albums and stuff like that, and mixtapes, and I just hit the streets with some rap, some album and mixtapes, man. I don't think he was known for like his performances or anything like that, but I would love for him to come up just with more albums and more content. Just keep it going with the music, man. That's all I want. For Dia, my next artist on here that I would want to sign to the Heavenly Productions record label, production company, whatever you want to call it. My guy, DMX. Come on, man. No, the one thing that makes me even more mad about Tupac passing away early is that he passed away at a time where more legends were just being born. Like he passed away in '96. There was actually a story that I saw an interview. I forget what it was about, but Death Row was actually looking to sign DMX. Like right, I think that summer or something like that, and they were actually looking to sign him. So we actually, real life, could have gotten a DMX Tupac collaboration, and it's just, but it just hurts, man. It hurts. It hurts. I can't hold you. It hurts. But nothing like, come on, who had a run like DMX in '98? Like two like classic, iconic albums. And his run through the 2000s, unfortunately, he got caught up in drugs and stuff like that. It's unfortunate, but like, come on, man. Everyone knows the impact of DMX, man. If I would go up to him. I would want him, of course, keep making albums and stuff like that. Keep doing that, but performances. If you go back on YouTube and watch a DMX live performance, what was it? What was the one joint? I'm drawing a blank on the name of the concert. What is it? Woodstock? I think it's Woodstock. The same thing that they did an anniversary for what Jimi Hendrix did. I think that's what it's called, Woodstock. If you watch that performance, he had every single person, and you just see it, the stage, and it's a crowd of people going as far as the eye could see. Um, he had every single person in there turned up, my God. And he had them going through a roller coaster of emotions when it comes to the highs of being like just on top rapping like the songs that he was rapping or whatever, and then to the lows of one, not the lows, but like he had everybody like emotional when he was like when he had a group prayer and stuff like that. His impact is enormous. Like I'm not even doing it justice. His impact is just insane. It's just insane. Um, I would love for him to do that. Once again, with movies, if I can get him and Tupac into a movie together, cuz, cuz, cuz. Y'all seen Cradle to the Grave. Y'all seen I forget a couple. Oh my god, I'm drawing a blank on his other movies. But y'all seen a bunch of movies he's been in. Come on, man, what are we talking about? Like he was just overall such a phenomenal talent altogether. Who knows what you know? Who knows what more amazing performances and movies he could have came up with? Now, for that was the top five. Now for number six, the artist that I would love to sign. Once again, I hate the fact that a lot of these artists have passed away so soon. It's just really unfortunate the fact that that their lives got cut so short. But I didn't even know who he was until I didn't know who this person was until the day before he died. I had no idea who this man was. Um, Passed away at the young age of 20 years old, man. 20 years old. That's it's unfortunate, man. My guy, my guy, Pop, my guy, Pop. Now, at first, when I first heard of who he was, I'm not even gonna act like I was the biggest fan. I'm not gonna act like I was. I heard like people kept saying he was sounding like similar to 50. I didn't hear it at first. I didn't hear the 50 Cent like people kept saying that so much. Like, oh yeah, he sounds like 50. He sounds. I promise you, I didn't hear it at first. My cousin my cousin lives up in New Jersey and stuff like that. She goes she's lived in New York as well. But she was telling me how like the impact that he had on New York was insane. Of course, I mean that's a well-known fact now. But like from her point of view, she was like, yeah, like he has New York dumping. Like he's out here. And she kept saying that he sounded like 50, and I just did not hear it. I was like, what do you mean? He sounds like I don't. What do you mean? With a couple of albums he came out with after he passed away, unfortunately, I started hearing it, and I was like, oh, okay. The Shoot for the Stars, Aim for the Moon album. That I mean, I I'm not sure how much 50 Cent had to do with the production of that album, but that album is what made me a fan of his. I still wanted to watch the movie that he came out with. I didn't get to watch it yet. I want to. I'm going to in the future. But that Shoot for the Stars, Aim for the Moon album is what officially made me a Pop Smoke fan. I loved damn near every single song on that album. Um, and I can like if most of those songs were already like made before 50 got a hand on them, I can hear like yo, like he was gonna be out of here. Like he was only 20 years old. I seen some of his interviews and stuff. I saw his Angie Martinez interview that he came out with. I think that might have been his last interview, if I'm not mistaken. I think it came out like 2 weeks or so before he passed. But he was going to be out of here, man. It's just I hate talking about the potential of a certain artist. Not everyone like for the most part, people that are on this list, um, or about half the people on this list, pretty much filled out what they're going to do with their potential and everything. But with this person, like he was only 20 years old. Like, come on, man, that's fresh out of high school. He was fresh out of high school, not like fresh, like a year and a half out of high school, and you pass away. Like, come on, dog. Like, who knows? Like, think of all the people. Think of all the crazy legends that we have nowadays that would have passed when they were 20. Like, we wouldn't even know. We wouldn't even have like we wouldn't even have known who these people are if they passed away at 20. Um, Matt, like even just take it as like like regular people, you pass at 20 years old, that's not old at all, bro. 20 years old, 20, like, you were born, like, that's like a person being born in '02. Like, yeah, that might seem like a long time ago. I remember '02 clearly, like, and like you only got to live from '02 to 2022. That's whack, bro. Um, Pop Smoke, man, I'd have definitely had him having the the drill music. I would have had him have that on lockdown. All of New York, he would have had an LA bumping too, man. I would have had him. I'd have had him in there, like, yo, cuz you gotta. I'd have, listen, I'd have general manager the mess out of that, bro. I'd have been like, yo, I'd have came up with the playbook, like, yo, we gotta do that. Oh man, Pop Smoke, man, rest in paradise, my guy, man. Like I said, I'm glad I can appreciate his music now. I wish once again I could have appreciated it when he was still here, but I didn't. Like I said, I didn't even know who he was. I didn't even hear his name until literally the day before he passed away. And I remember the next day, like one of my friends, Gavin, he was like, "Yo, like you gotta listen to Pop Smoke or whatever." And he told me like that night we're all chilling or whatever. Like that night, he's like, "Yeah, you gotta listen to Pop Smoke. Like he's like this up and coming artist, da 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 da." And I was like, who the hell is Pop Smoke?" I was like, "That sounds kind of." I was even trashing his name. I was like, oh, "Pop Smoke." I was like, "That sounds trash." I was like, "What, popcorn?" I don't know what I was trying to chop him. And then unfortunately the next day, this man was out of here. And I texted him, I'm like, "Bro, you just told me about this man. Like, what do you mean? Like he passed away?" I literally just found out who he was. But that I don't know, man. Rest in peace to my guy Pop, man. That's just it's unfortunate, my guy. But yeah, that's actually the first half of it's the first half of the production company. I'm gonna come out with part two actually. I was gonna make one video. I'm actually probably gonna make this into two videos. So the part two of this, those were the first 6 artists that I came out with. The next two, I'm breaking into twos because who wants to watch an hour long YouTube video anymore? Because y'all attention spans are garbage. But stay tuned for part two. I'm gonna come back in part two. All right, I'm out of here. Gang, gang.